Hello, I am Basuru, and it's probably been about a year since I last made a video, so maybe less, maybe more, I don't know, a long time. So I thought I would come back to making them, because I liked it, and I don't know why I stopped. So I'm going to keep going. This is The Fury, and I am fresh off having seen the movie yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, a bit dumb, sometimes deep, but not very often. But overall, good cinematic experience. I liked it. I also like this, which is the Fury tank that Water Tanks added to the premium shop recently to celebrate the movie, / promote the movie, / make some money. Maybe I view the world too simplistically and innocently. I've never driven the Easy 8, ever. I have a Jumbo, and I like that, but I know it drives very, very different. So this is one of the first games I did in the Fury. Now, what I want to do with my videos, instead of just having normal replays, is to try and figure out a way of improving. So I'm putting these out there, and anyone who thinks they have some tips, you know, please post them in one form or another, as a comment, as even a video, even a link, whatever you want. Just some hints and tips to make me a better player, and hopefully, like, my journey to getting gooder will be something that other people can share and improve on as well. I think I currently have a 48% win rate, and some other stuff. I'm either average, below average, or slightly above average. I'm in that kind of bracket with all the different statistics on the websites. So, as you can tell in this game, I have spent most of the time stuck on a horrible hill that I have to crest every time to try and take a shot. However, I did want to make sure that our team had a presence on there so that we couldn't get flanked, because they do have a fair amount of tanks there that, if no one had popped up, maybe would have come round and flanked us instead. It's at this point that I'm starting to think maybe I should move. Wistfully looking at that KV-85 over there. And this is one of the things I'm trying to work on as well. Is not just commit. Well, basically, I had a T95. I still have it. And I've got to get out of the mindset that I have to commit to a flank before the game has started in order to get there and hopefully do a damage. Because obviously I'm in a medium tank now. I've grown up, or I've shrunk. I've changed. I'm different. So I now have that tactical mobility that I can reposition and apply force to different areas of the map and take out trees, which is obviously very tactically important, because you want to frighten your enemies, because trees are dangerous. I don't know. But, yep, so I've moved now, and as you can see, the Type 58 over there is trying his best to abuse the fact that I'm not there anymore. But we do have, I think it's the Nashorn over there, doing a good job of pushing him back. I did also like that we had a full platoon of KV-2s in this game. That was exciting, but they so far, one died and one's got 2 kills. I was expecting fireworks. I did expect more, but maybe that's my problem. Maybe I shouldn't. Not enough up the game. Equally, they probably expected something from a tank with an awesome name like Fury, and so far I've not done a huge amount. I've got shot at a lot. So maybe I absorbed damage. So moving into the zone. I mean, the game's going quite well for us at the moment. 10-7, the first kill. Yay! Yeah, I mean, you know, it's not 1 at this point. Although maybe at this point it is, because they only have a Type 58 and 3 RTs. But I thought this was a good game that I could kind of give my opening spiel to, and it has like a good example of me trying to do tacticking. I have a couple of other replays which I'll have straight up after this one, possibly in the same video, and see if there's any way I can improve. Which there is, because I'm not very good, so there has to be a way of improving. I can't have peaked at below average. That'd be horrible. Maybe, what if that's all there is to me?
Enemy armor is hit.
That's not something I want to consider at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
So here we're just on clean-up duty now. I think I get a double kill. Spoilers, but I think that happened. Well, definitely not with that guy. The tank, though, I've enjoyed it. Like I said, I'm not used to driving Easy 8s in any form, least of all a HD remake. I really didn't like that wall. Least of all a HD remade one, of which the Fury is the first of its kind, so hopefully the new Easy 8 standard remake will be appearing soon. There's the T-58, my nemesis for this game. And FV304. Don't know what's going on with my game, it's a bit jerky, I apologise. I hope this isn't actually gonna be like this in the final video. Sort of lurching. And bang. There we go. Double kill. Okay, cool, right. I will move on to the next video. Replay complete. Okie dokie. And here we are, Game 2, Hidden Village. Still in the Fury. Which I'm going to be in the next one as well. This is kind of a Fury video. Right, this game has a lot of tier 7s in. Which isn't great, being a tier 6 medium. As most of their tier 7s, the 4 that they have, 3 of them are heavies. And I don't really fancy going face to face or playing peekaboo with any of them. So, I'm going to head to the middle of the map and hope that they've not decided to put anything significant in the sort of center lane, as it were. You can see the AMX hanging back there. He's undecided where he's going to commit to. Take a cheeky shot, do some damage.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Not good enough to get 2 penetrating hits. So I get spotted. I miss horrifically twice, but it's okay. Someone else deals with my problem. Now, that Chaffee will come into play much, much later. Suffice to say, he gets to live for now. So, after a while, I decide that I'm happy that there's not a lot happening in this middle area. Our team has engaged on this flank, so the peekaboo is about to commence. However, I don't want to be part of that. I know that area is quite tight. I don't want to end up getting stuck or blocked, which happens a lot. Especially when you can't communicate outside of typing. Just very briefly see the Chaffee, but not long enough to take a shot. Someone else gets a hit on him, so it makes me feel better. Now, I'm going to go along this middle bit. Normally I wouldn't do this because I'd feel too exposed. However, both flanks are engaged now. Like, I've hung back for quite a long time, so I should be able to sneak through. Even if I'm spotted, it shouldn't make a difference. People shouldn't... At least that's what I'm hoping. I hope that people aren't going to go, oh, there's a Fury in the middle of the map. And they're just going to keep fighting the battles that they're probably completely tunnel visioned on. Obviously, a good player would hopefully notice that they're about to get flanked. Again, I am constantly worried about that AMX just popping around the corner and, like I said, spotting me. I see the other Fury, and I haven't killed a Fury in the Fury yet, so to be fair, at this stage, I don't care if the AMX comes around. I'm going to get the Fury. He spots me back. Now, I'm just guessing he's still there. And I guessed right, so that's good. That flank hasn't reacted to me being here yet, and I've just pretty much full to zeroed one of their tanks. So this is looking good for me. The AMX is still hiding. I know they still got an A43 down there. Just checking the other flank to make sure that I'm not going to get shot in the side. Trying to find a gap through the buildings is surprisingly hard, but I do. The A43 doesn't realise for a very long time. I get several free shots on him without him moving. He's still not moving. He's pretty much dead. And my blind shot hit as well. And a very, very lucky shot there takes him out. AMX is looking terrible right now with 124 health. So I could kill him, or... am I going to get him? Am I going to get him? No, someone else got him. Now, remember the Chaffee I spoke about? No one has killed him so far. No one. Oh, and here's an interesting thing. Not the SU-100, that's fine. That guy's not paying attention to the game at all, which is kind of what I was counting on when I made my move. The river's quite deep here. Now, I've made this mistake before on this map, when I fell in and drowned in the Fury. However, I learned from that, but this guy, this guy next to me, has just learned that lesson himself. I think it's something you have to do once, to respect the river in Hidden Village. Once that happens, you'll never go in again. Except to cross over it at this bit, but this bit doesn't murder you. So we're just picking off the Tiger now, and I think is it KV or an IS? I don't know. Something else. No, it's not an IS. ARL? Probably an ARL. Who cares? Point is, we're winning. Awesome. However, in a second, the little capture bar is going to appear, because that sneaky Chaffee managed to live throughout the whole of the game and get to our base. Now, there's quite a few heavies nearby, but one of them is a Tog, and the others don't seem too interested. So I figure, as pretty much the only medium left, and with a decent amount of health, that I can go back. Now, I know this Chaffee's not in a good state. Normally, I'd be a bit more careful, because he is a light tank. He probably could circle strafe me. I mean, this thing can turn quite quickly. I think 44 degrees per second, maybe. But Chaffee might just be able to outmaneuver me. So, heading back. This bit's not massively exciting, but it does highlight what I'm trying to do when I'm looking at the map. I'm looking for sort of a weak point where I can go, especially in a game where I'm out-tiered. Trying to find an area of the map that's not massively populated, preferably with lines of fire to another flank, to just kind of be not part of a group of people who are just popping out and taking pot shots. And I'm very lucky that I get the kill there with the track first. Actually, that was the luck. And that's a weird graphical glitch. Right, on to game 3. Okay, game 3. Right. So, we're no longer in a Tier 7 battle, there aren't any Tier 8s either. This game is a bit different, because, yes, I'm one of the top tiers, and there's not, a huge amount of them, but that's fine, because this game could have gone very, very differently, and I actually think, if I do say so myself, that I played quite well. One thing to note is we have an AFK ARL 44, so 10 out of 10, well done, glad you queued. Which is bad because he dies and doesn't contribute to anything, just in case anyone was wondering why AFKing is bad. If you're thinking of doing it, please don't. If you're a bot, don't, I guess. So, I'm going to the cap point because it's encounter and you need to capture the point. So there's my logic. There's not that many of us going to the cap point. There's about 4 tanks that have gone this side of the map. Everyone else is hugging the base. Which, in this particular scenario, does work out for us slightly, sort of, but not really. Most of their tanks go that way as well. 10 out of 10. Good job. You can drive. And then block me. So, we don't meet much resistance down here. And my initial thought is to just go in and cap. The stat that counts the most is the win rate ratio. Win rate ratio, win ratio. Well done, me. So I thought, why not? I'll cap. No one's here. There's Matilda, there's... I think that Matilda actually lives till quite far into the game. But this game is an example of how something can seem like a sure win, then a sure loss, and then work out okay. Again, as you can see, there's no one on the enemy team over here really. Most of the fighting is taking place up top, and to begin with, it's looking pretty favourable at the moment. There's a KV-85 who's really pulling his weight, and he's the reason we're doing so well at this stage. I think he goes on to get high caliber, so it's not just that he's picking off 10 health enemies. He's actually doing the work. As you can tell, I'm getting a little bored in the cap zone, but I'm dutifully staying there while the T-28 deals with the Crusader. So Leopard comes along to have a little look. I take a pot shot, completely miss. See, now it's not a surprise. And he leaves, obviously not really wanting to take the Fury, which is understandable. But I'm still here, still capping. And now the enemy team are starting to get a few kills back. We're at 5-4, which is fairly even footing. Bear in mind though, one of our tier 6s, so one of our 4 big guns is not involved in that fight. Another of our tier 6s, which is me, is not involved in that fight, because I'm capping. Again, I'm still trying to justify the fact that I stayed. I think it adds pressure to the enemy team. It gives our team a bit of a morale boost because we're in control of the objective while that fight is going on. The longer that fight lasts, the harder it's going to be for them to actually win. Like, even if it came, like, and they got 14 kills and I was still on cap and it just dinged 100, we would still win. So, it's just weighing that up. Not sure about this Crusader, though. Unfortunately, or rather, in a good bit of gaming from the Leopard, he does manage to kill the Crusader. It's also about now that I think the Birch Gun notices me, and from about this point onwards, he doesn't stop trying to hit me. He doesn't hit me, but some of them are a bit close. See, our team has noticed that the RL is not there, so that's good. Crusader taking damage. We lose a tiny bit of cap, and Birch Gun gets him. I'm a little bit worried. All that Leopard needs to do is, track me or do a single damage, and all this cap score goes away. All the hard work. The enemy team have now overtaken in kills, so I'm starting to feel like I've made a poor choice. And there goes the cap. So now I make like the name of my tank. Birch Gun misses. The Fury. I'm angry now. It's time to get some revenge. It's a little T40. Don't know how long he was there, but he doesn't last very long. Birch Gun misses again. Now that I know that the RT's got me in its sights, I don't want to stop moving. I don't really want to be stationary for more than a few seconds. There's the Leopards. Gets another little bit of damage on me. Only fueling the Fury. So I'm at 3 kills now. I've pushed our kills over theirs, so we're at 11 to 10. This is close now, because we are... Well, they have a Tog. That's a lot of health. That's a lot of damage to sponge, and it has a really high rate of fire for, its tier. So I think it's only a little bit slower in reload than me, and mine's only a couple of seconds, if that. And I know the Birch Gun's firing at me, and it's tiny and annoying and fairly quick. I have no idea where it is. Actually, I don't know if it's fairly quick. That's a lie. I spot the Matilda from earlier. It's just a really weird angle, thanks to that hill. Take a pot shot, miss, line it up, and secure the kill.
They're knocked down.
12 to 11. It's still really, really close. Really close. I mean, we do have 3 tier 6s, and they only have 2. But I stand by the Tog being a thing. Like, I don't know how much health either of those two have. And the gun on the KV-85 can hurt. The Tog can take a lot of damage. They have a good little unit left, and the Birch Gun is, I don't know, being a ninja and just throwing stuff at me constantly. There you go, I spot the KV-85 very briefly, and he's fairly low. So that fills me with confidence, because I'm assuming that the Tog's in the same state. I have no idea why I'd assume that, I just thought it would. Now we've got someone on the cap zone as well. But this is I like this game because I think this game, there's the Tog. I think this game has a little bit of everything. There's it kind of represents what I'm trying to do. Like I keep saying in this video, that I'm trying to evolve as a player, and know how to react to different situations, and there's the Top Gun. Like the cap zone, I could have stayed and just kept capping, but that would have left a fair few tanks still alive. I probably would have been peppered by the Leopard constantly. And and the T40, I would have had that cap reset. It would have been a lot of wasted time. Look, someone thanked me! That's the first time, I think, in my World of Tanks career anyone has ever said something nice to me. It's not something about me being a noob or anything about my mother's sexual habits, so that's nice. It's nice to know. Wow, I regret saying that. Yep, so now it's just a hunt for the Birch gun. I kind of think maybe he's in the sort of usual arty spot. But as you're about to find out, he's not. Also, I don't get the kill, and it upsets me. It doesn't upset me greatly, I still got Top Gun. 7's greedy. Someone else can get some credits and experience. So yeah, I really enjoyed the Fury. Obviously this isn't a proper review. I think that there's no point me doing a review. Wow, well done me. There are better people out there with more insight and more sort of, you know, knowledge and better reviewing voices than me. So yeah, if you have any tips whatsoever, or you've seen something in the video that I've done that's really dumb and I've not picked up on it, point it out, seriously. And at the beginning of my next one, I'll go through some of the feedback, depending on how much there is. I don't know if I can go through all of it, but you know, I'll discuss points, things that people bring up, and I'll talk about them, and I will try to incorporate them into the next games that I play. So I've been Basuru, and I'll still be Basuru, hopefully. So yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, I don't know, do something, watch another video, go to bed, who cares. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.